It's so bright. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna figure this out. No, I made it just brighter. Hey everyone, good evening. Right here from Latvia. So, I got home yesterday. Finally slept good because I for the whole week in Dubai. Not the whole week, but since Wednesday. Those are my cats. They are super excited I'm home. Uh, okay, all is good. Yeah, I slept like for 4 or 5 hours every day, and I felt like at the end it was all catching up to me. On the last day, I did the fix and I had to do some stuff, so I wasn't around. But I stayed up all night, and my plane left at 9 a.m. Yeah, and it was just brutal. And then I slept all the plane rides back home. I'm sorry, I'm just getting some chocolate. And today I slept like 7 hours. I felt amazing. uh, let's see what the chat's up. See everyone's joining in. So Armwrestling is in a weird place right now where everything is moving in the speed of light. It's just I can't even catch up with everything. So Devon's gonna pull Genadi. We already knew that, which is an amazing match. And I want to hear your thoughts about it. Let's make a poll. Think about this. Um, let's give me your prediction on who wins, but not by I just like Devon because Devon is Devon. But think about in your head like what would be the reasons? How would they stack up? And you know, um, yeah, I already know Devon wins every poll except if it's against Ryan Bowen because we all know, you know, yeah. I think Larad pulls Hermes. No. Yeah, Morozov versus Levan. That's insane. That's a really good match. Also, Jerry was supposed to pull Hermes, right? I think that match is still on. Hermes, we talked, and he said he needed a little bit see where his hand is or his arm is after the match that he had versus Levan, which was absolutely brutal match. But yeah, King of Tables should be back at June if I'm correct. So May we have East versus West, and I guess then July we have another one. Whew, pretty intense, pretty cool. Um, watch up. Those kind is too much. He will stop the match and bleed him. Like that would be the whole point of Devon. Which like Devon needs to get in a good position, bleed him out. Genadi has a lot of power. He's coming in really, really strong. Definitely believe it. I think the best strategy for Devon is to do the same thing that Hermes did. And Hermes took his hand, and then he, kind of dominated from there. I think this will be much larger, stronger, more prepared version of Genadi. But I still think the keys in that match is the same. It will be very hard for Devon to fight. Like Devon will not go straight for the hook. I see it happening in later rounds, and like I'm picking. It's very hard to again they haven't pulled that much of the same opponents in the last how many years. Devon has just pulled Sanders, Prudnik, John, Levan, Mike. Okay, and Genadi pulled with Mike, and it was a different kind of match. He was pretty dominant, but for me, it's not really telling the story. So I really don't know, but for me, it's very hard to pick someone against Devon in a super match. If it's a tournament, it would be different because in tournament, real fast, you can go and win and boom, 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 just destroy. Sorry, some unimportant emails. Someone giving me 1 million sponsorship for from Nigerian prince or king. I don't know. But yeah, I'm leaning more to Devon just because it's a super match. If it was a tournament, Genadi is a powerhouse. No one wants to set up too long, and Devon would go faster as well. But now I think he's gonna try his best, and he's the form that he's coming in is ridiculous. I really believe he's somewhere up there. How much he weighs at this point, I don't think that comes. That would be the biggest issue. I think for Devon, the key to win this match is to take the hand, um, get enough back pressure where he knocks Genadi off the center. For Genadi, I think you have to finish him fast. Like, you can't play around with Devon. For Genadi to win this match, he just have to be fast. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That's pretty much what he needs to do. I don't know. Those are my thoughts on this match. But yeah, and what I also saw was King of Tables. Sorry, East vs West 7. It's a little blur right now, but East vs West 7. Ongarbayo versus Irakli, which I think is an absolutely fitting match. Both those guys face John. Both of those guys beat John. Kidrigali is the champ. Top roller versus top roller, in my opinion. I would think Ongarbayo is the favorite in that match. I would think. Let's see how much has Irakli improved, because you have to understand, Ongarbayo has forever been like a 100-kilo puller. 90 kilos, 100. He's right there. He lives that way. Irakli just recently got that big, and he was fighting at 75. So right now, I don't know. I feel like Ongarbayo is the champ, and he's the champ for the reason. So yeah, I'm really interested in that match. Yeah. Saunders is like 110 kilo. Everyone's in chat like that. Saunders is 110, 115 on a fat day. It's not super heavyweight. He needs to establish himself more to be even those conversations. You guys are jumping ahead like for 20 people there, in my opinion. But what do I know? Will we see Vlad? Yeah, Vlad will definitely. He will pull to qualify for East vs West and Riga Open. We'll have Riga Open April 1st. So if you're near Baltics, April 1st, you can ask me on Instagram. I'll try to reply on Latvian Armwrestling Federation Facebook page, or there's a lot of ways to get in contact with anyone from Latvia. And we'll have big competition. There's already a lot of people going to come in. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty much the biggest event we have ever done. I'm very excited, very happy. Still a lot of organizing, and yeah. So tomorrow is March, right? I thought that it's like this year is the 29 days of February. It's not. It's 28. So tomorrow starts March. We have Harlanger Open. Me, Tooms, Janis, Kaspars, and Oscars are going to go there. So we'll be in Norway. Then a week later, I'm going to Czech, to Prague for competition, also a seminar. And then next week, Riga Open. So if you're near, if you want to compete, if you want to qualify, because that's going to be one of the East qualifiers. If you take the top 2 spots in senior classes, I put on a list, and you can find the event. And yeah. Morozov. Isn't Morozov a mismatch versus Levan? Well, everyone said Hermes was a mismatch versus Levan, right? How was that a mismatch? That was an absolute war on table. So I think Morozov is so insanely insanely impressive every time he pulls. Like he improves and he gets better and better, and the way he can transition and pull to different styles, endurance, and everything is there. Let's see what he does. Let's see how he can do this for 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 the challenge that is Levan. As much as everyone thinks like Levan lost, Levan did lose. Levan absolutely he won. It wasn't easy. It wasn't total domination, but it was absolutely a victory. So we see 25% going to Genadi, 75 to Devon. Yeah. Um, I have a feeling that Morozov can defeat Hermes. So I don't know. I don't think so. Like he's taking some time off and he's improving. He'll be very good, and he's ridiculously he's progressing every time. But so is Hermes. And now just to because you have to look at like versus Dave. Morozov lost first two, then stopped him, then came back, and then he won the match. Um, Hermes didn't lose a match. Hermes actually get the hand control, and then he said like "f this" and won with the floppers press. So I don't know, guys. It's everyone's always one like, oh, I think this guy is still better. Hermes did what no one has ever done before, when we didn't think it's kind of possible at this point. So you have to go with Hermes as being number two guy on the planet right now. He'll face Jerry, which is a tough challenge. Let's see how he deals with that if that match happens, because I'm really excited for that match. And I don't know. It's Jerry is tough and he'll fight hard but he struggled with Georgi Tsetkov. It was a very close match. If you don't think it was, you go and watch it again. And I think Hermes does much better job. Much his topple is much better than Georgi's. And also, I believe like his side pressure right now is very good. His elbow pronator, the pronator is ridiculous. The tail of the tail is the pronator won that match for Hermes. Like he was in that match just because he had that pronator. That was the thing that Levan just couldn't take. He couldn't finish. He couldn't get and open his bicep just because the pronator was still holding. So for me, super impressive. And the people were like, talking, and I just see comments, and one of the comments, what did it say? It was like they compare Jerry versus Hermes, and Jerry, but Jerry initiates differently. You have to understand that. So I have to see it until I understand, until I will actually, because it's different thing when you are hitting back pressure, catch with the pronator, lose your hand, and then you come back, or you try to come with your shoulder forward. Those are two different initiations for the press, and one, because Hermes has that crazy pronator, he can hold that pronator, he can sustain it. And Jerry sometimes, but Jerry's arm is weird. It's always very weird. So I'm like, let's see how Hermes and Jerry does. Let's see how Morozov and Levan does. But I think Hermes and Levan match should happen again, absolutely. And I think it's gonna like hit a lot of fire under that one's ass. I think he's gonna come really motivated. He will train harder. He will understand because he's a smart dude. It's not like everyone's. I already see if they face each other again, Hermes will win. I'm like, don't you think the other guy also can improve? Because Levin was already doing great. So there was one spot that pronator that he couldn't break or he couldn't finish. So imagine if he figures out that, it could be even more dominant. Because like Ernest lost the center every match, he lost the hand every match, but he's hard. He just didn't give up. So you have to take those things in account when you talk about these matches. That there's no arm wrestler that just sits there and just like you know nothing for me to improve, or looks at that match and it was perfect match, nothing to improve there. Both those guys gonna try to improve on those things that they felt, And most likely, on next time they meet, there's going to be some new things that come out of that. Because if they both improve on those two aspects, where one was holding a better side pressure or back pressure that Hermes wanted, and for Levan it was finishing that pronator, just getting on that pronator. Yeah, Dennis and Devon will happen eventually this year. If Dennis wins, I would love to see him to go for one of the super heavyweights right there. That's the match. Like that match sells. De- Devon versus Dennis, that match sells. It might be bigger than Devon and Levan, just because of how long we wanted to see that match happen. We saw the left arm, and we still were not satisfied. And this is a good version of uh, of Devon, and it is good version of Dennis. It's looked like that. Like you have to understand, Dennis wasn't in trouble at any point in that match. But the thing was, he couldn't finish John with one side pressure move. He had to stop. He had to think, which shows things that he has been improving. Which is all not just weird. It is impressive. So that's how I saw that match. That wins him, and he needs to do it. Everyone will stop talking. What we see now. Let's see some chat. Dennis needs at least 1.5 years more to beat Levin. He needs 1.5 years to see if he can be the version that he was, or at least maybe better version. Right now, Devon is stronger by 10-15%. Where do you guys measure these percentages? I always want to know. Uh, Hello, why Kazakh pullers are not very large but incredibly powerful? Yeah, you won't see that much on the super heavyweights, but you will see on lighter weight classes, absolute dominating. It is speed and technique, speed and technique. The school there is amazing. Plus, the competition level is so crazy. You have to beat literally thousands of arm wrestlers at your own weight to go to world championships, and most likely you are probably one of the best on the planet. So the more quantity creates quality, in my opinion. If we talk like that, it's insane how much people are doing arm wrestling there. And the thing is, they're getting paid, they have money, and they are super super involved in it. And of course, you want to get better. You train harder. You have a lot of incentives for a lot of those guys. That's the way out. Like if you don't remember, Angarbayev and Sarabay both won their matches in East vs West 5 or something, and they both got 1 or 2 bedroom apartments gifted. I don't think anyone, like, again, they got gifted. Uh, what was else, like a new car? Kids gotta get new car for winning something. So they have a lot of money there. It's definitely a lot of money, which is a lot of incentive. And I don't know how much opportunities they have there, but that's one of those. So if you are high level arm wrestler, you're pretty much taken care of. So you have to really go hard, and that's exactly what they do. And you will see a lot of countries where it's maybe just one guy. Maybe there's a country, like 1 or 2 guys from there, and they're just talented, and they're just hardworking, or maybe just talented and just ridiculously strong. And then you see countries that have like multiple guys. That means the system is good, competition level is good, and it's hard to get to the top. That's how you create diamonds. Pressure creates diamonds. Is Morozov left Levan much left hand? I think it's right handed, but it isn't. I think it's right handed, right? Yeah. With superpower, big daddy tongue, 11 arm. Yeah. How do you see the potential of Leonidas Zarkona? Leonidas is very good with his left. His left is his dominant hand. I didn't have the chance to grip up because when I was in Germany, I had to pull still a super match, and Devon grew up with him. He looked very, very good. He's improving. He's improved. He likes arm wrestling. That's the thing. So it's like everything else. Like I still believe as long as it, you know, people will people will say like, oh, but they will bring up like Brian Shaw or any other strongman and like, oh, how much he needs to beat Levan or so. He needs to become an arm wrestler. You need to become an arm wrestler. You know, give me give me a name of someone who is a bad arm wrestler that's at the top of this sport. There isn't one. Absolutely everyone is becoming better and better arm wrestlers, and that's the thing. And you see a lot of strong guys, a lot of guys who will come in from different sports. We saw this with Larry, how long it was till Larry, became good, and he is good right now. I don't know why he's always afraid to arm wrestle with his left, maybe because of the bicep there or something, but his left was always good. It was always like much better than his right. I don't know. Antiken is beat Morozov so easy left hand. It wasn't easy, and he didn't win at the end. So, or did they leave on a draw? I don't remember. Yeah, yeah. Zaur's going to be out for quite some time. He tore his biceps, as well as Michael. I don't know how long is Michael going to be out, but Michael's still going to say that he's still on a pursuit of those 100 trophies. So he's going to pull with the left arm. Yeah. Um, I think it's so funny sometimes. The chat reflects what Devon is saying. But that is true. That is exactly how we all work. Yeah. What does Ray do? What does Ray do for muscle forums? It's called training. Vitaly versus Devon would be a really good match. Oh, I would love to see that match. I would love to see that match. Vitaly just competed. I saw on Instagram, and he won. He had a tournament, and he had like bunch categories. And so yeah, he's. I think he's healthy because he had some issues. He had some issues. Absolutely. I don't know how good he is right now and how healthy he is right now, but yeah, yeah. Most likely we will see him again very soon. Who's he pulling? He's pulling someone. Who's he pulling? Give me guys, because I can't. I have written down some stuff. I have to look at all the batches that I have missed. Yes, please like the video right now. Let's get 100 likes right now at this point. Um, Last question: do you think Devon will use future artificial intelligence for mind games? He's already using ChatGPT. It's not like we haven't seen real Devon in a long time. It's like, have you actually seen Devon in person in last month? No. So hmm, goes flop pressed against Genadi. I would think that I don't think Genadi is going to take his hand. Genadi lost his hand in most matches, so I would think it's going to be the opposite way. And the real question is, can Devon hold on if Genadi just goes sideways? Uh, Devon just says what we're all thinking. We're all smart. I know. I do the same thing. Mm. I think many people underrate. But also, Morozov's left was his main arm. It's always been his best arm, but slowly he's improved with his right like a lot. And he lost to Prudnik. You all remember that match. But after that, he's been like when he was facing Dave, I was like, I'm like, I don't think so. And then he won. You know, insane. So I think he's a real threat. Impressive as hell. Always improves really well. Improves really fast. Gets stronger all the time. So and he's been taking some time off. So yeah, yeah. Oh, Vitaly Letin is facing Tobias Sporang on left arm at the next Easters West. Ooh, that's a good match. I like that match. Yeah. Give us your top five in the world. I can give you top two at this point. I think okay, top okay. Levan Hermes. I love to see Jerry more of Jerry before I put him there, but I think Jerry is right there. I think Devon is right there. I know. I'm sorry. Just the things that I have seen from Devon is so impressive that it's so weird also. So um, yeah, I can give those top two, Hermes and Lemon right now. But if Devon beats Genadi, I think he's up there. And let's see how Jerry does with Hermes. And Morozov for sure. He should be somewhere close there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, everyone who's joining right now. Mateverangi, Hetamoris. Oh, the beast. Hey, hashtag I beat Bowen. Congratulations, man. I saw that match. We were in good control. Brian was trying really hard. He was really trying to do best he can do to win that match, and you absolutely shut him down. It wasn't super easy, but it wasn't like I don't think you were you in some starts because Ryan is pretty damn fast, and you're not the fastest guy, and he was in trouble. You were a little, but put on strap looked pretty good. I like that match. Yeah, it's plus you took it on short notice, most likely. Skipped a little bit of training, just went in there, and yeah, yeah. For Ryan, I think it's good. Why not? Like he's taking very big challenges, like so big challenges, sometimes ridiculous. And last time you met, it was 3-3. So clearly you have improved because I believe he has improved as well. And yeah, there's a lot of guys to arm wrestle everywhere. Yeah. Uh, Good John. Something else has got into his ear. Mexican target beat Morozov very easy, but only training. Yes, when someone hits you with like Talget is really fast arm wrestler, like they didn't start at the same time, and Talget is known for pulling only on only on starts. So yes, yes, Alexi will come back for arms. If Alexi's coming back, I need to see John and Alexi pull. That's all I want to see. Like that's one of those matches you can absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Ray, tell us if you were in Levens and Irma shoes, what did you improve from the last match? For Irma, like you need so much. Like still need to improve your back pressure and the hand, so you can get the better stops because he was getting good stops. The pronator as much as he can. Like the difference was still too big because he lost back pressure and he lost the hand. He still had that pronator. So I feel like you increase a little bit of all those three, which are the main strengths of Hermes. You maybe do better. You do better. But looking at that match without the strap, they were fighting in the strap. Just few last rounds where Levin was kind of struggling to get ahead of him. So yeah, for Levin, the thing is like if I would imagine like Levin is so strong that in a practice he just goes through people. So no one fights him in a side close to the pad. Like no one is really fighting him there. They just usually he just goes through. So I would find a way to improve there, or working more on taking people's pronators rather than just taking their hands. Because I think like if he would added a little bit different pressure, he might have broke it, Hermes. But the thing is, maybe he doesn't train that. He's because he took the hand. Like look at his hand compared to Hermes. It was ridiculous. He took the hand every time. So yeah, finishing close to the pad. Usually, like no one kind of tests him there. Absolutely, yeah. Mm. Um, best exercise for brachialis pain. Like I did video at least 5 years ago. You can Google it. It should be number one there. Uh, Ramos, how did you end up pranking him? Was it real or just call out? I don't think I can say this, but I'm clearly not working in that gym, right? Only quality, my friends. Yes, Andre the Giant was known for being great arm wrestler. Mm, mm. I'm not seen it yet. It's got high praises from besides the gas amount after everyone. Guys, Levan has 50 more than Hermes. Come on. But we saw that it made a difference, but it, it, it wasn't such a big difference. Like I think he's just too big. I think 170 would be better for him. Just better. Yeah. Um, are you going to Italy? No, no. I was thinking, but I already have too many things to do in March, so that it's just gonna be too much, too much. And I just got back from Dubai and still adjusting to the time. And right now it's close to 11 p.m. So yeah, yeah. Looking forward to see Alijan Morata pull Cody Merritt. Yes, I'm really. Alijan's impressive. Cody's a big dude. Cody's a strong dude. That's a good match, right? That's a good match. If Alijan beats him, I would love to see either that he can or to go even higher to Morozov. I rank Alijan extremely high, and I think he needs to face best left hands on the planet. And I think left hand competition has been kind of weird because it's not that much where it should be. I think it needs to be more. Mm. Hello, Ray. What do you think of coming to do an arm wrestling course? As Devon usually does, would it be possible we're hungry for arm wrestling? Yeah, I go do seminars all the time. Yeah, I'm going to check to do a seminar, and there's more. So send me a message. Find me somewhere. Um, did you do? You look thinner. Did you do more fasting? I think Dubai kind of it was hot, so I didn't eat that much. I slept like I overslept breakfast every day. I usually fast like all day, and then I'll eat late and I'll stay up late. And I think I got like lost at least kilo coming back and forth. Um, Also got a really nice tan. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really really nice. But yeah, I'm in Kardangaram. I plan to pull 80 kilo class. So yeah, let's stop being fat. So are you going east or west 7? 95% I'm going there. Yeah. Come on, Levan just flash pin Dermis some rounds. Only thing with how Dermis with that wrist press. Yeah, but you still need to improve the things that you do to get the position. Like there's a reason he got the chance to dead wrist press him because he had back pressure and pronator. And if you still have a little better hand, it will help. If you have better back pressure, it helps. If you have more pronator, it all helps. So my opinion, if you improve that wrist press, you get used to going there. And he wasn't actually going there. He was defending and ending up there. In my opinion, that is way better. Because if he would just go for that wrist press, he would get pinned from the start every time. I guarantee you that. Because it's a different setup and it's a different things that because he had enough power on the strap to pull Levan a little bit closer to him. So Levan couldn't finish him because his arm wasn't that far. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When are you guys going to face Levan? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Technique. That's what I handed up there. What do you think stands for Sirakli Berserk? Both good matches. Like those matches. Like could be even. Yeah. I would love Sanders to pull John. That's on everyone's bucket list. Why the hell not? Um, when we will see Giannis at the big show. Like Giannis was supposed to pull a Hardanger. We're still trying to figure out can he do it. He had some issues. Plus he's retired. And what else? I had some rumors to start. Yeah. Yes, Giannis was supposed to pull in qualifier here for East versus West on the Riga Open, but he's like, hey, I bought these tickets. I'm traveling with my family. I forgot about the date. So yeah, but he might qualify in Norway. So we will see. We'll see. I don't know if he's pulling in Norway, but we'll see. We'll pull with him on Thursday, and then we'll talk. And yeah. Yeah, I wanted to thank for super chat. I forgot to thank you too. Arm Addict, thank you for super chat, man. Yeah. Tu, 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 tu. Dennis says he's like he still needs to be 25% stronger, and I think he's looking at the weights that he was lifting in his best day. Also, he was weighing like 140 kilos. Now it's like 125 or something, right? So he's looking like he could get 25% stronger, which is a lot, right? Like, but it's the weights. I think on table it's not that far away. It's few percentages, but you know, yeah. Mm. Tobias and Sanders, that's a good match. Both tall, big guys. Yeah. Of course, did you hear Hermes saying, "I don't want to go to hospital after Levan's second fall in the fifth round"? No. Um, you versus Ryan Bowen rematch. Set it up. Send me the check, and I'll pull him. So everyone's like, like even me and Mozzie, everyone's like, oh, you need, rematch or something, rematch. So I weigh now at 80. I plan to be 80. Ryan and Mozzie here are both like 110 kilos. So I'm giving up like 30 kilos of weight. And I don't want to go up. I have no incentive to go up. I don't want to go up. So if we pull, at least I need to get something, right? I should be getting nice vacation. I think so. Because I'm giving up too much for those matches. Plus, in some cases, I'm not gonna do anything, and other guy might, blast some, Gears of War, and again, I'm giving up for no reason. If I win, it looks really bad on them. If I lose, I lost to a guy that's 30 kilos bigger than me. So, like, either we meet on tournament with any of those guys, or most likely those matches will not happen if someone's not coming with me with good offer. Because like I'm just giving up too much, right? I don't understand where people are coming with it. Like it would be the same as someone's like Levan versus who's the closest guy to him, But that's the difference with heavyweights, there's a weight difference. There's weight classes for a damn reason, and we live in those weight classes. And there's huge difference between 80 kilo guy and 90 kilo guy and 100 kilo guy and 110 kilo guy. Still, some guys can still beat those guys, but what's the incentive for me to pull there, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why can't you just be a giant killer? I'm already am, but I'm giving up too much for a super match, right? I have no problem if we meet in tournament. I go in overall class, and why not? But just for that, for me, it's kind of ridiculous, Everyone's talking about so all the time they will put Giannis in like, oh, Giannis should pull, this 100 kilo guy. What's an incentive, You're giving like, why would you give that up? You're it's extremely unfair, extremely unfair to one guy, definitely, And the last time, like when we pulled, Ryan was supposed to pull Engin at 90 kilos. Don't forget that he was supposed to pull Engin at 90 kilos. I would pay 100 if not more. When we'll do arm wrestling, super much humans versus animal. That was. Oh my god, man! Come on, are you crazy? Someone's someone's gonna get in there. Oh, it's insane. Yeah. So is Leonidas pulling RVJ? Because I missed the whole drama there, and I just see some videos. Uh, the funniest part was Leonidas didn't say anything to RVJ, like absolutely nothing. He just said hi to us all, and who do you think is gonna win, and that's it. And then Devon said like Leonidas left is pretty good, and I don't know why, but that I think offended RVJ. I think it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah. Balotelli has offered 5K. So if he puts up 95K more, then those matches can happen. No one said it's package deal. RVJ has just accepted Zura for Easters was 7. Let's see what RVJ can do. Let's see what RVJ can do. He's been off for it for almost 2 years. So, hmm. I think it's extremely unfair for to. So there's a difference. Like why I think it is what it is. They are pulling for number one spot on the planet. So if I'm pulling to be the best guy, like imagine, okay, let's this scenario. So I beat absolutely everyone. I weigh 80 kilos and I'm destroying 90 kilos world champs, 100 kilos world champ, 110, 120, doesn't matter. Like I'm destroying everyone. So then I'm gonna go up, and of course I'm gonna try to be the best of the best. That's what Rustam did. Rustam was pulling 95, destroying everyone there, and then he would try to kill those monsters. He wasn't much successful, but that's what he tried. And same thing is with all the super heavyweights. Levan is big, but there's a lot of big guys also. And sometimes it's like Levan is weirdly big. When you're fighting for that number one spot, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. You can find a 210 kilo guy, and Levan will absolutely destroy him because he's just a better arm wrestler. Because we have you have to take a look at. You will see there's more big guys in the world of arm wrestling than you just think. It's not just Levan. There's more. But when you're fighting for that, like when everyone's like, "Oh, Devon was," they need to cut weight or something. No, they're fighting who is the best of the best. They're not fighting who's the best at this way. They're fighting who is the best of the best, and that is the big difference. Yeah. Jerry run from Devon. Have you ever pulled sit down? No, I have never pulled sit down. I could talk with who I talk with. I talk with Jeff Hale, and Jeff's like, hey, like you would love that. Yeah, I think I would love to try because sit down. Like if I just look at para arm wrestling, all the matches are much longer. There's not much to go. Yeah, Corey West is bigger than Levan. You know, Corey West is bigger than Levan. So if they fight, should Corey drop some weight to be in the same weight with Levan? No, you know. And Corey West was fighting Cordeche. He lost that match. So the problem is when the biggest guy is also the most dominant guy, and I think that's where everyone is. Yeah, Corey had 50 kilos on Cordeche. See, it's sometimes when we absolutely make some statements or we'll believe some things, we have to just think about because I sometimes will say something and then I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly where I'm wrong with this. you know uh, what happened to Kodesh? Like I saw some posts and we talked about him on some streams, and I think he's having some matches very soon, so in the middle of summer. But yeah, he's been gone for almost a year, which is weird. I don't know, haven't talked to him. Maybe I should. uh, We'll see. Georgi Tsvetko versus Levan. He was way stronger than Jerry. Jerry got lucky. He won. You can say that about most matches Jerry has had, where everyone is much stronger, but they still lose. Genadi was much stronger. He was in better position. Either one guy is fighting like that. Um, Georgi Tsvetko, like I think he's like, I don't know where to rank him because he just started competing there again with all those super heavyweights. But I think there's a chance for him to be a bit like he fights with Arif. Hermes dominated Arif, if you don't remember that, right? Again, mm, mm, what I'm saying, what I'm missing in the chat. Well, your life was interesting, but I gotta go. By the way, Jerry versus Hermes is such an interesting matchup. It's a really good matchup because um, Hermes, like for Hermes to pick that puzzle, he will improve and he will be much better in facing someone with a lot of side pressure as well. So, uh, yeah. Travis said Georgi is strong and underrated guy. Of course, he's strong. He's world champion. He's been super heavyweight champion of WF. But I think like last time that I think Arif won last world championships, and before that Arif lost to Armies or after that. I'm already because it's arm wrestling's weird. We think Michael Todd will be healthy enough to finally face Levan. Chat, answer chat. Or Corey got beat by Godzilla. Look at that weight difference. Yeah, Corey got beat by Godzilla. Corey got beat by John Berzenk also. So just that I think everyone's just mad because the strongest guy is also the best guy, and it's like the biggest guy. So I was like, imagine if Hermes hooks Jerry unsuccessfully. Impossible, my friend. No, 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 no. They both work too hard to breathe and move around. It's okay, Matt. No one's getting you in the chat. Don't worry. Where do you still live in Latvia? Yeah. When I'm not away. So yeah, one more time. Rig Open April 1st. If you are near and you want to compete, it's a qualifier for East versus West. You can find information on Facebook, Latvian Arm Wrestling Federation, or the Instagram. You can send me a message, and most likely I'll get to you. I have some messages after Dubai, and it's just every new message goes on top. Every older message just stays there, and it's a lot. And I'm sorry, but yeah, we have East versus West. Then we're gonna go to before that Hardanger Open. But give me a second. Let me check. Hardanger Open in Norway, 18th of March, and then 25th it's Golem's Arm in Czech. Haven't been to Czech, or I don't know if I've ever been to Czech. So very interested. To Prague, really cool. Did you eat any potatoes today? No, because I don't like potatoes. Will Sanders compete in the qualifier too? I think he will, compete as well because we don't. This year I'm making more bigger tournaments in Latvia. We usually have like a lot of competitions, but now I'm just going to do bigger competitions and then the club's going to make smaller ones. So we'll have Riga Open, we'll have Baltic Open, we'll have Nationals, and we will have Christmas Cup. So pretty much like 4 big competitions spread out the year, plus Europeans, Worlds, and some other place to compete. So like East versus West and things like that. So a lot of arm wrestling. Yeah. Do you consider Smile a threat in 2 years? His technique isn't improving as like he's strong, but like you need more technique. Like you need absolutely more technique. Like he looks ridiculously strong, but the thing is, if you face someone at his weight, good arm wrestler is just gonna, yeah. Super Match Italy. Yeah, I'm not going to there, but Super Match Italy, I think it's next week, right? Not this week or this week. Is it this week? Super Match Italy is this week, right? Yeah. Yeah. Matthew Stain, thank you for telling I'm weak. I will train more just so one day I meet you. I think Reno competes there. Yeah, I think Reno is going there as well. Saying on John's words, having the strongest hand he's ever felt. The strongest hand he's ever felt. You'll reach me soon, right? Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Also, man, I keep you sure to do. Vlad Kaspars, Kristaps Jansson. Yes, it should be good. We hope for good competition outside Latvia. So Lithuanians are coming, Estonians, Swedes, Norway. So should be very good, very high level competition. Very excited for that. So again, thank you all for watching. This was a good live. Wanted to talk with you a little bit about exactly what's happening in arm wrestling world. We'll try to do more of these, and as also we'll try to do at least once a week one podcast session with some cool arm wrestling. Um, Stay strong. Love arm wrestling, guys. Bye.